Hi everyone on YouTube, it's a girl Lela Matams, also known as Gelawapa Z, girl from Zambia. If you're new to my YouTube channel, please subscribe so that each time I upload videos, you'll be notified that Gelawapa Z has uploaded a video. Please share the stream as we discuss Mao's Sampa. And tell me where you're watching me from. Thank you so much for joining us right now on this live stream. I'm just trying to load the statement by Mao Sampa. Tell me where you're watching me from. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. Share, share, share. I'm here now. How are you, Mary? Good to see you. I'm here now. I'm here now. I'm sure it's showing that I'm here now. Thank you so much for joining me on this live stream. 27 people. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up. Smash the thumbs up. Smash the thumbs up. 33 people. Let's get up to 100 people and then we can start this live stream. Hi, Annie Malawa. Good to see you. Hi, Liz, watching from Germany. Good to see you. Ethel says, honestly, I'm upset. Now, Mouse Sampa. Sure. Fabness says, waiting for you, love. Mario, how are you? Good to see you. And share on your Facebook so that we can carry on with this live stream. I was shooting my video, the first video that is on my YouTube channel. And normally when I'm shooting my videos, I go completely offline. I put my videos on my phone on flight mode. And the next thing when I put my data on, I was tagged everywhere. People wanted me to read what was going on. I was like, I'm focusing on this video first. I'm focusing on this video first. So after editing the video, and then I was able to share about Mao's Sampa. Hi, Nyota. How are you, my sister? Yes, Nyota says the government has let us down. Kafri Akebulan says Congolese here residing in Toronto, Canada. Good to see you. Nathan saying watching from Kitwe. Good to see you. Esther watching from Namibia. Good to see you. And share the stream. Maria Thompson. Good to see you. Thank you so much wherever you're watching me from. Faye watching me from Nigeria. Kapepa watching from Zambia, Long Acres. Good to see you. Kapepa, thank you so much. I saw you on Facebook today. Ethel says, Lilia, our voice, please come and stand as MP. Yes, 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 yes. A lot of things are happening. Femin Love says, I feel for Mao's. They have pressured him to apologize, yet the Chinese did not apologize for racism and mistreating our own people. It's so painful to see what our country has turned into. It is painful to watch, and these are the things that we talk about even here on my YouTube channel. I have stated several times that, you know, the things that take place in Zambia, sometimes I even wonder whether we are indeed a Chinese colony. And you can see the pressure, even for the minister. For the first time, I even know there's a local government minister called Charles Banda, Dr. Charles Banda. He clearly went on TV live stating that Mao Sampa was wrong for going into Chinese business premises. I'm so shocked that he has been pressured that much because the Chinese obviously have put pressure on the Zambian government. Sibasa says, I'm watching you from Mongo, Western Province. Dan says, this is what happens when you sell your birthright. You will be forever controlled and dictated for facts. Kafri says it is known as a special interest. Definitely. So I just want to go into my Facebook on my laptop so that we can read. Meanwhile, just keep on sharing, and tell me where you're watching me from, and then I will read where you're watching from. Yes, Chambia, my sister Virginia is saying Chambia. Liz says a simple demonstration is needed. Please, Lily, spearhead this movement too. Zambian Fabne says this is annoying that Mao Sampa was forced to do that bit. How are we supposed to feel comfortable to go and invest in our beloved country? I am so heartbroken. Lucy says this is why we are being treated like cabbages because of money. Herbie says Zambians must take matters into their own hands now. Can't let the Chinese get away with it. Esther Kawamba says, no words. Frankie says, Matero. He's watching me from Matero. It is painful. It is painful when you see somebody young like Mao Sampa trying to do something for us as the young people, and then he is pressured, and honestly, I felt it would have been nice if he could have even stepped down, because what he did was the right thing. Mao Sampa has been our hero. If you watch the videos on my YouTube channel, I really celebrated Mao Sampa because of his courage. And now he's been made to apologize, to say that what he did was uncalled for. He's not supposed to visit those premises. But he was acting in his office as a mayor of the town, mayor of the city. And just like Bowman Lusambo has been chasing people who are not wearing face masks because he's a Lusaka minister. I didn't even know there was a local government minister, and there's even a labor minister. The labor minister, Joyce Nonde, should step down because she is not doing her job correctly. As a labor minister, your job must be to worry about the welfare of the citizens of Zambia, and even in their workplaces where they're working, are they being treated right by their employees? These Chinese people are investors in our countries. They do not dictate what we're supposed to do, but as a country, we're supposed to tell them these are the laws of our countries. But then when you see that she is actually siding with the Chinese, I mean, if you read the screenshots on my YouTube channel, you can see that she was literally on the side of the Chinese. And it is painful to watch that a fellow Zambian can do this to another Zambian. And she was like, who gave him the audacity to go to these places? He's too overzealous. And I'm thinking, this is somebody who is standing on behalf of the Zambian citizens. He did not go there in violence. He went there in respect to his office. I mean, he works for Lusaka City Council, so he has every right to inspect businesses. He has every right to visit businesses. Like here in the UK, for example, when we have a program, church program, it's the mayor we invite, the mayor of the town that visits, that launches projects, that is there to open up even the new buildings or anything like that. We don't invite the MP, we invite the mayor of the town. So he was in every right to do what he did. But it is an argument for the Zambians. It is a shame that he is powerless. That's what's happening here. And for those of you who may not know, Mao Sampa used to be part of this political party before, and it was a very good political party. The regime was good because there was our late President Michael Chilufya Sata. He was amazing man that really worried about the people of Zambia. So I'm just trying to get the speech here so that we can read it now. And it's painful when you see that he is powerless. So then when the late president, Michael Chilufya Sata, died, the current president, Edgar Chagwa Lungu, was not even supposed to be president, really. It was after Guy Scott became president temporarily, and then they had put him in office, obviously, Mr. Lungu, and then they elected him in power. And the whole Zambia was Ifintuni Lungu, meaning Lungu is the president, the man of the march, and he has disappointed a lot of Zambians. And if you see the video that I've shared on my YouTube channel, I started it with a speech by Michael Chilufya Sata, because he said, we will not be slaves in our own African country, in our country, Zambia, because we fought for independence. The reason why he went to prison. You see, so to see that these people are allowing just anybody to treat us like this, I'm in shock. I'm in shock, really. Why they would even allow that? I mean, really, I'm in shock, pure shock. It's still loading. Let me see comments. Okay, so Mwenya says, I see you from Kitu, good to see you. Rose Kunga from Katete, good to see you. Says, Sampa, thanks for showing us what's going on. Leah is upset. Kake Hag says, I'm so heartbroken. Please, my fellow Africans, our leaders don't care about us. Let's take matters into our hands. I'm watching you from Harare, Zimbabwe. It is heartbreaking. Femin Love says, the people condemning in the so-called rightful offices, cowards, as Mao's only did what they could not do. He genuinely has a good heart and ready to work and help the people of Zambia. That's it. This is why we were praising Mao Sampa, because he went to these places and said, you are discriminating against the Zambians. You are being racial abusive to Zambians. You are the first place where he went was a restaurant. He stated that you didn't have a license. You don't have a license. If you don't have a license, why should you be in operation? And then he talked about the fact that they didn't have a fire certificate and they were writing their prices in Chinese. So because he went to this restaurant and told the owner that it was shut down for writing their prices in Chinese, or writing the menu in Chinese, and for not allowing obviously to serve black people, they have ganged up against him. Charles Banda, Joyce Nonde, these guys are on Chinese payroll. That is why they are bothered about what's going on. Joyce Nonde, am I surprised? No. A few years ago, we had a girl called Mika Mwambazi that campaigned on Facebook highly about closing down Horseshoe that was racially, abusive towards Zambian employees. And this Joyce Nonde went and made sure that Mika was silenced. They nearly put Mika to prison. Can you imagine? She was on the side of the foreign investors. What type of bribe are these people collecting? And you know what? There is nothing hidden under the sun. And look at how old they are. It's embarrassing. Look at me. I'm 37 years old. I should be in office. Look at you. You're 38, 40. We should be in office and not old cargos. What are they doing? They should be retired on a farm somewhere, looking after grandchildren and not being in office and doing nothing. What is a labor minister supposed to do? A labor minister should make sure that there's a national minimum wage for the Zambians. Why should Zambians be working for 600 kwacha? 600 kwacha a month for a company that is making billions of dollars. And then you condemn SAMPA for the conditions. And then if you read her statement, she stated that there's some companies where people sleep for even 2 weeks. Just because they're sleeping there for 1 week, he's very overzealous. And I said she should shut up, because she is a bloody liar. She is a liar. Honestly. Which company, which hospitality allows people to stay there for 1 week, for 1 month? I have seen people in hotels where they work. I live in lodges in Zambia. And when I live there, I've never seen anybody sleeping there for a holiday. They go home. They shift pattern. And she's there confidently saying that this is what they do. That woman stepped down. Enough is enough. Dr. Charles Banda, you come on T to condemn Mao Sampa's work? For what? Who is paying you guys? Who even recruited these people in power? Honestly, I was just upset about everything. Okay, Lucy Lady says it's so painful, my sister, on your own in the country where we are going to have freedom. Yeah, it's crazy. What type of freedom do we have? It means the Chinese people are controlling. And you know what? I've said this and I'll say it again. I am so happy that the coronavirus is taking place, because it has exposed the Zambian government. I'm telling you, I am so happy. You see, when CN1 was saying you will see confusion, we thought he was just talking, obviously, because some of us just follow him as vloggers, because his story is trend. But guess what? There is confusion. Dora Salia is with Dr. Chilufya. Dr. Chilufya is a health minister. Both of them are now in isolation. They both have coronavirus. And then there is this Joyce Nonde, who is obviously working with Dr. Charles. And then there is Bowman Lusambo now, who is on his own. Mao Sampa is on his own. Everybody is having their own camps. And guess what? This PF government, I'm telling you, I've never been political, but I'm telling you this, 2021, they will miss it. They will miss it. Because even when we were feeling pity for them, feeling sorry for them, what they've done today to Mao Sampa is a disgrace. Is a disgrace. Is a disgrace. For him to apologize and say that he made a mistake to go to the premises. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? That he wasn't supposed to do that. A mayor, somebody who is serving the government, has no right to go somewhere. Meanwhile, the Chinese have been sending him messages saying he needs to apologize. And he posted that on his Facebook like page. And yes, he has apologized, right? But the question is, why haven't the Chinese apologized for being racist to Zambia? For refusing to save a Zambian. You saw a Chinese man apologize because his restaurant was threatened to be shut down. Of course, it's been shut down. And Bowman Lusambo has threatened deportation. And the president literally ignored Bowman Lusambo. Literally ignored Mao Sampa. And these are the young people in parliament. What are these old cargos doing anyway? 2021, I'm telling you, it's going to be fire. I'm telling you, they are just paving a way for other political parties. And if they win the next year's election, we know it's going to be rigged, but it won't. Okay, Mole says, when the government can't protect its people, fighting for themselves is inevitable. Zambian youth shall fight, and Zambian youth that shall fight the evils. Yes, we are here as Zambian youths to use our platforms as well to talk about these things. I posted on my Facebook page this morning and I was like, what is Joyce Nonde doing? What type of a labor minister is she? A labor minister that does not even care that Zambians are sleeping on a hard surface. They have left their wives for a month and 2 months without proper food, without proper sanitation. And then she calls herself a labor minister. She's just busy making that seat comfortable. Okay, KJ Nzara says, watching from Lusaka, Zambia. No doubt Zambia is a Chinese land. Who will resurrect Zambia when people like Mao Sampa are being stepped on their head? Come 2021, this government will lament terribly. Mohammed says, the situation in ZA. Flack says, hello, watching from London. I'm so disappointed by this action. It's disappointing. It's disappointing to put this young man under pressure. To put him under pressure. And his hands are tied. I sent him a message and I know what I'm talking about. His hands are tied. They have forced him. Apparently the Chinese have threatened to stop doing business in Zambia. When the president of Zambia came on a speech, he gave a speech, press brief, saying he shall allow casinos and restaurants to be open. I was like, who in their right mind during this coronavirus is having casinos open? Only the president of Zambia. Only the president of Zambia is allowing the coronavirus, during the coronavirus period, that our casino. Who is going to benefit in the casino? Who? Who's going to gamble when there's no jobs? Because the Chinese own the casinos. And thank God for, my subscribers. They comment. One of them commented, it's because 90% of the casinos in Zambia are owned by the Chinese. I was like, okay, now it makes sense. So every step that the president has been making is to favor the Chinese and not the Zambian people. Because if he truly, truly cared about the Zambian people, we would have heard him speak about the gassing situation. For those of you who don't know, we had a gassing situation in Zambia. And suddenly it's died down and then coronavirus started, where people were being gassed. The president never spoke, not even once. It was a wife who came one day crying and people never bought her crying. And what happens is most Zambian youths are just laughing about these things on Facebook, talking about it on Facebook, and it ends there, sharing each other pictures on WhatsApp. It's time to take action. Speak about these things using your platforms. Go and see whoever you need to see and say you're not happy about this situation. If we are hiring because we hire them, we give them the jobs. If we put them in office, they are supposed to behave according to what we want as citizens of Zambia. A Chinese insults a Zambian, there's nothing wrong. But a Zambian insults a Chinese, there's something wrong. A Zambian insults a foreigner, there's something wrong. There's just something about our people in Zambia that it's like they worship foreigners. When most of these people, they are poor in their countries, very poor. We read about the Chinese billionaire in Namibia. She's a poor girl in Namibia, but she's a billionaire in Namibia. It's because we worship people. They come all the way from their country. Some of them are criminals in their countries and they come to African countries. No wonder some of them even abuse their workers. Because in their countries, they're nothing. Totally nothing. It is unfair that our government cannot even protect us as a people of Zambia. So all the whistleblowers, all the efforts gone in the drain. I wish SAMPA had stepped down. I wish he just resigned. And I could have asked all of you, my subscribers, to support him. Okay, Baystang says, this apology has Lungu written all over it, 2021, vote him out. Yeah, he didn't write that. We know how SAMPA writes his English. That wasn't his English. Pear Victory says, Zambians are being segregated and the government is happy with it. It's heartbreaking, very, very heartbreaking. And it's painful to watch. We fought for our freedom for how many years now? And it's like we're going backwards. Our own people are selling us out. When I did the other live stream a few days ago, I stated that I will not blame the Chinese, but I'll blame our government because they have given the Chinese the power to do what they want to do. Because then if they tell them, these are the rules, these are the regulations of you owning a business in Zambia, definitely they will obey the rules. But because they have not, we even need to see the agreements. What type of agreements are there between the Chinese and Zambians? MDD says, someone has to stand up for Zambians. China must leave Africa. Fantastic TV says, so what are you Zambians doing? What can we do? What can we do? If SAMPA, our hope, can be treated this way, what can we do? Okay, Kafri says, is there a way to remove the labor minister? Yes. She will be removed. Definitely. Okay, Gideon Ngoma says, Lillian, good evening, watching you from Choma today. These leaders are not on our side. Maus did not do anything wrong. Gigi says, hi Gigi, good to see you. Ella, I'm so upset and shocked. And this is why I have been encouraging Zambian YouTubers to talk about what is happening in Zambia. Because then if you are quiet, there is no voice out there. Because we are a representative of Zambia. We are the Zambian youth. We are the Zambian generation. Look at Mugabe. Mugabe was in power until he was how old? 94 years old. So if you're not careful, people are willing to stay until they're 100 years old in the same position. Why should we have 65-year-olds in power, 67-year-old, 70-year-old? What are you doing at 70 when you're supposed to be at the farm? At 70, you're supposed to give us the young ones with a sharp brain to run the country. Okay, so Hachituba Sichalo says, Lusambo mistreated people who were buying Wunga. Zambians were silent. Yeah, people were silent. When Bowman was making people sit down, Zambians were silent. Okay, wake up Zambians. Zambian Fabness says, now I understand why Malawians are always demonstrating to make sure that the government officials, they do not want out. True. True. The thing is, even if you try to demonstrate as a Zambian, you'll find yourself alone. So it's talk, and nothing is happening. Natasha says, very shameful indeed. Njava S says, a lot of Zambians don't even know what's happening. They don't. Liz Town says, if the president intimidated for standing up for the Zambians, then who will stand up for the nation like he did? Jordan says, in a normal society, the mayor should have resigned. Exactly. Exactly. Not apologizing because he did not do anything wrong. What is wrong with us? That's why I said he should have stepped down. He should have stepped down. At the end of the day, we would have even started a GoFundMe project where we were going to raise even $100,000 for him to set himself up for the next few months. And believe you me, by the time it's next year, he will have another position. Besides, he's very intelligent. He can be working even as a banker. Okay. Noah says, Maus is not thinking straight. He has apologized because he fears to lose his job, which put food on the table. This is the time to know who are really working for the people. Lucy Lady, because he did what they couldn't do, and they don't know where they don't know their jobs. So someone chose how he knows his job. Esther says, I admire other countries like Tanzania, Namibia, Botswana, and South Africa democracy. If I was Miles, I would resign. Namibia is now a Chinese colony. I was talking to Namibians, and Namibia is run by Chinese as well. That's a story for another day. Frank Jumbe, Wakateka, Batibweza down, Miles and Bowman, they are great men. Meaning our president, the one standing on the seat, has really let us down. Fantastic TV says Zambians took their country and sold it to China and sit online and complain. Yes, that's what happens. They sit online and complain. For me, I wasn't even really going to be involved in all this saga, but when I saw discrimination, I was like, I will talk about it. And you've seen at least my people, the miners, they are now home because of the video that I did. I shared a video yesterday. I was so happy that they have gone home. It means we are working. We are doing something. But then for you to come and discredit what Mao Sampa is saying is shocking. It's shocking. Honestly, Joyce Nonde, whoever you are, trust me, you will not last long there. Benny says he is same, sell out, shame on him. It's shocking. The only hope we had. Chisale Justin says, Lily, some leaders are let down. I mean puppets. Why should we bow down to China? Mao's, you still a good leader. To me, you exhibited leadership. Yes, he is. Fantastic TV says, why are the young Zambians not protesting? They won't. Brian Perry says, very sad event unfolding here. Who does that? Lucy Lady says, it's crazy, my sister. Money is the devil. Mianda says, I'm so heartbroken over the development of things in Zambia. It's like a circus, honestly. Edgar Lungu has just given up his seat. I wish HH can pull up his sock. Jamoni Jamo says, I thought Kenya had a bad president, but the Zambian president is worse. He doesn't have any respect for Zambians, neither for the land of our ancestors. No, he doesn't. He doesn't. And when I saw him ignore Mao Sampa, I saw wickedness. You see, some people will say, our president is so holy. He's prayerful. A prayerful person is forgiving. A prayerful person at least will pretend in public. The way he treated Bowman, the way he treated Mao Sampa, I saw evil. I didn't see a good man. Honestly, that was the first, I was like, wow, this person is not good. Honestly. So we can be here praising, oh, he looks humble. Behind the humbleness, there is evilness as well. Remember, he crooked somebody before he became president. You've heard that story before. He swindled somebody. So don't expect him to be on your side. There's a lady who came out to say he had swindled her money. And he was bankrupt, broke, and became the president of Zambia. So don't expect a broke person to rule the country of Zambia. Okay, Gigi says there is something going on that we are not even aware of. Honestly, the way Mao Sampa was ordering these Chinese nationals to do the right thing, but today he apologized. It was a very bad sight. It was a humiliating sight. I felt embarrassed on his behalf. And I was like, what am I going to tell my subscribers on my YouTube channel who've been clapping for Mao Sampa? Because we have clapped for him on this YouTube channel several times. We have, people even know his name on my YouTube channel because I have sung praises of Mao Sampa. Gift says, I'm watching from Lusaka. God Tipper sis. Sido Tayo says, I am heartbroken. Liz Talmon says, I have shared on both my Facebook accounts and my page. Guys, let's keep sharing. Thank you so much. Natasha M says, Mao Sampa for president. Genesis Ngozo says, my prayer tonight is that Sampa resigns by tomorrow or anytime soon. I sent him a message. I said, sir, you should have stepped down. He should have stepped down. You shouldn't worry about tomorrow. You see, it's better to resign in dignity with your integrity, where you say, I resign. I step down. And the reason why I've stepped down is because I will not be forced to do what I don't want to do. It's better. Believe you me, well-wishers from around the world would have chipped in to say, we are giving you this, we are giving you this, before you know it. But because sometimes as human beings, we limit God. We think God can't bless us. We think the only thing that we have is this job. And Like, it's more like idolizing the job, idolizing Lungu and his regime, and yet they have failed. This is the first time I'm talking about politics, and I'm telling you this. They have failed the country. I am looking after a woman as a team. We're a team of us, United Sisters. This lady has a growth. She goes to the hospital and waits for 8 hours only to be told her appointment is next week. Her appointment is adjourned every week that she goes there. That is the type of government we have that doesn't care. We have children who don't even go to school because they don't have uniforms. They don't have desks in their schools. Their conditions are pathetic, and the government doesn't care. They fly girlfriends abroad all over. We have seen a girlfriend of a minister showing how she's got, I don't know with how many hectares of land or acres of land on Facebook. And today it has been disclosed that she's dating a minister using GRZ cars. And they say there's poverty in Zambia. We have seen the gold matter. There's gold in Zambia. They are fighting over our gold secretly. 20, 50, 30 containers. And the Zambian people are suffering. It is painful. It is painful to even know that this is what is going on. And tomorrow they'll go to the IMF borrowing money. Borrowing money for what? For what? When you have pretended to have bought fire trucks for $1 million each. That is the government we have. Thieves. Bunch of thieves that are stealing right under our nose, and they don't care. Because they're getting Chinese bribes where they give them more than $350,000 each. They have to put Mao SAMPA down and say you have to apologize. What type of selfishness is this? Are we ever going to move up as Africans? No, we will never move. We'll still be on the same point. But believe you me, 2021, don't even relent. Don't feel sorry. Nor do as I say power will work for you. Because CR1 has broken the power. Like he has said. 2021, vote wisely. I've never been political. But when I see my people suffer, it pains me. When I see my people being treated as slaves in their own land, we don't care if investors come in, but treat our people right. That's all we are asking for. We're not asking for you to chase anybody, because obviously you cannot provide opportunities for people. But we're saying treat our people right. In Kenya, the Chinese people have built flats and they say they don't want Kenyans to rent from them because they are black. A Chinese person has a barber shop and puts a sign closed because they don't want black people to go in the restaurant and in the barber shop. Meaning the Chinese people have told themselves, they've told even their customers, we will always write closed, but we are open because we don't want Zambians to come in our own country. These are people, if we even check their CVs, they were down in school. They are poor in their countries. They are probably criminals with criminal records in their countries. They come to Zambia and they are bosses. I live in the Western world, and I'm telling you this, I work with people, we clean together, we do the old jobs, and they fly to Africa on holidays, spending $5,000, and they are treated as bosses. Because our mind as Africans has told us that no, these people are more superior than us. But we don't know that even the first aeroplane was invented by a black man. But because we've been told, we don't know much. Look at the Madagascar. They've found the cure to coronavirus. Look at how they are putting them down. They are putting them down because it did not come from them. For how long will we be put down as black people? The Chinese people don't even like blacks anyway. There's a video on my YouTube channel of a museum where they put a black person opening their mouth next to a monkey. They put a black person doing this next to an animal. They look at us as animals. And then our country, yes, you have embraced them, but they should obey the law of the land. Anywhere you go, you should obey the law of the land. You can't keep Zambians in a small corner to share the same bed. They're not even comfortable. You're not even feeding them, all in the name of coronavirus. They will bring COVID-19 from wherever they are to our premises, and then the Chinese are allowed to go home and come back. And then you say Mao SAMPA did not act right. It's a shock. It's a shock. Meg says, watching from London, good to see you. Hebby says, at the end of the day, Zambians have to take matters in their own hands, no other way around. Gigi says, after cheering him and celebrating him for what he was doing, it's like leaving us on the middle of the bush. In the Kuma Chinese. Honestly, they're laughing. Even drinking champagne. I'm telling you, the people behind, the ministers, they are laughing. Drinking champagne with the Chinese. I'm telling you, they're laughing, smoking cigars. But you know what? There is no smoke without fire. For me, it pains me because our former president, the first president of our country, Dr. Kenneth Kaunda, fought for us to have the freedom we have today. He fought for it. And for somebody to just do whatever they want, it's okay. It's cool. Days are numbered. Your time will come. Your time will come when the next president will start counting the criminal acts, because everything will be revealed, and the things will be revealed. Better start running away from Zambia. I'm telling you, because a lot of things will come out, and it's easy for people to snitch that have been part of the government. Okay, Senyota says, a little more times I blame cadres. People and not really Lungu. You know, Lungu said he didn't have a vision for the country. If into Nilungu, my sister, I never had a vision to be a YouTuber. I never had a vision to talk about Zambia. I never had a vision to talk about this. But when things fall in your hands as a leader, or as God has given you the opportunity to do it, it means you have to take responsibility. It is cowardness for someone to say, I had no vision. No, you do have a vision. There is nobody in this world who doesn't even have a vision. At least, if he is visionless, he should have a vision to say the people of Zambia must be comfortable. I never in my mind thought on my YouTube channel I'll talk about what's happening in Zambia, politics and everything. Never. But when people are presenting things to me, Lily, we are suffering. Lily, we're going through this. Must I tell them, go. I'm not interested. It's not my vision. No. It means people have identified me as a leader. Just like him. When people have put him in office, it means they have identified him as a leader, so therefore he should take responsibility. Why did he own a law firm if he doesn't know how to lead people? Why would he even qualify as a lawyer if he doesn't know? Because a lawyer speaks on behalf of people. A lawyer goes to court, represents people with cases. So that is a flimsy excuse. I never studied politics, but I'm here talking about the things that are happening in Zambia because this is what my Zambian people are presenting to me. Lily, we are suffering. Speak about this. I have emails, tons of emails, voice notes, pictures, videos. There's a video I'm supposed to do as well about another Chinese mine on the Copper Belt. Because of my video, the NFCA mine has released these workers. When such a huge responsibility falls on you, you have no excuse. At least you went to school. You know A plus A. You know 1 plus 1 is 2. At least he can know that he went to a government school. There's no desks. So whether he has no vision or not, if he had no vision, why has he managed to build a shopping mall in Uganda? If he has no vision, why have they managed to steal money whereby they're even using people's names to be under those companies? He's got a mine under somebody else's name. These companies are formed 2 months, 3 months, they already have a contract. He has a vision, and the vision is to steal as much as they can before they leave. A lot of things will be revealed. Wait. When they're out of power, out of office, you will see. Okay. NS says, my sister, NS Kasambwe, my sister, continue speaking for the voiceless people of Zambia. Chinese people are mistreating Zambians. You should also talk about the same company, NFCA, about pension and pay queries from Kitwe. Definitely. That's why I'm saying, what is the job of Joyce Nonde? You are a labor minister. I'm sure you're even watching because they watch as well. You are a labor minister. You don't even know how much your people get paid. You have not even put in a minimum wage because you don't care. You, as long as you're getting your salary at the end of the month. So why are you a labor minister? Okay. The next Fantastic TV says, so what are the young Zambians doing? The young Zambians are watching on Facebook people dancing. They are dancing. They are watching celebrities dancing, admiring them, liking, fighting this one, fighting this one. That's what they are doing. Makeup says, this will not end well. People can only take so much. At some point, something will have to give. Definitely. Liz Telman says, Sia One, what are you doing? Some come clear these corrupt people, please, please. Emma Nyerenda says they are indeed on Chinese payroll. Definitely. Please, guys, yeah, 229. Please smash the thumbs up. Mary says, we all have family in rural areas. We need to spread the evil, what is going on, so that they can vote wisely. Most of the time, they are the ones who vote without being really informed. Mohammed Kamara says, I read a book titled Zambia Shall Be Free, required for us to do so. When I attended secondary school back home in Sierra Leone, West Africa, title for the next book should be When. You see? So if you're an author or you're an aspiring author, you can even send me the book on my channel and we'll promote it. And the question is, when shall Zambia be free? You can write a book, When Shall Zambia Be Free? That's a great title from Muhammad Kamara, who says he read the book before about Zambia shall be free. So the question now is, when shall Zambia be free? If you want to write that book, let me know. I'll share it on my YouTube channel and promote it for you. So there is an idea for you. Chrissy C. Clark, the entire government is compromised. They don't even care how his action looks. That's why they can carelessly put out statements against their own citizens. Shame on them. Lucy Lady says they are heartless as long as they are happy. What about those earning 600 kwacha? I was in shock. How does a big business pay people 600 kwacha? Like 600 kwacha is little money. A cleaner in the UK gets 50 pounds a day. So would you blame people who fly to other parts of the world to clean? Even just at Dubai airport, a cleaner in Dubai gets paid $2,000 a month. No wonder some Kenyans opt to go to Dubai and clean at the airport. It's better than working for a Chinese company. At the end of the day, being abused. At least in Dubai, you're in a good country. It's good, fresh. You get tips. At the end of the month, you're making even $3,000. Okay, Natasha says this Chinese restaurant and barber shop will be open soon for business. Ish, Zambia, you have suffered. Oh. Okay. Nzenga says, big up girl opposite. Thank you so much. Jonathan, hi. Emma smiles, hi. Winnie says, I'm so angry, I don't even know what to say. Cletus Kabunda says, they are adding poison to our hearts. This is very upsetting, definitely. Herbie Jerome says, Chinese never apologized for what they did to Africans in China. They never did. They've never even apologized. I saw a pregnant woman, denied entry into a hospital by the Chinese because she was black. Denied to be cared for. And later on, she was cared for elsewhere, but it took people talking about it. So you can imagine, and up to today, they've never apologized. Never apologized. And the coronavirus has really, really shown how people can be racist. Even in the UK, there's a video I've shared on my YouTube channel. It's now 112,000 views. The British people as well, some of them, they are talking bad about black people. It's like it's an opportunity to talk about us. But you know what? This color is special. Our skin color is special. They are infuriated by our color because we have gifts within us. And they've tried to destroy the black race, but it will never happen. Okay. Nyota Mutobo says 2021 Kayu Kuyabebele. Yes, definitely. 2021 won't even reach, mark my words, by election is coming. Lucy says, apology my foot. Annette Mutanga says, whether they like it or not, they have to go forcing mayor to apologize. Shame. Mary says, I hope they play a game fair. 2021 Kuyabebele. MC Esther says, this is stupid. Rich Fratello says, these leaders of ours are seriously compromised. Youths should take note of it now. Otherwise, they will never escape by being under the yoke of the Chinese sooner or later. Lucy says, are they apologizing, treating those in China? They've never. Exactly. Why haven't the Chinese apologized? Chambia. The thing is, Mao Sampa was made to apologize for saying China man. If somebody calls me African woman, is there anything wrong? If somebody calls me Zambia woman, it's nothing wrong. Zambia woman, I'm a Zambian woman. If somebody calls you Ghana woman, there's nothing wrong. So I don't even see what the big fuss is. All we know is that Nonde is on payroll. And that woman has to go. Malawi might be a small country, but they surely know how to take such leaders out. As Zambians, we should rise up and push these people out. Singing Anyati says he apologized for calling them Chinaman, but you could clearly see that he was made to apologize. He was made to apologize. He was forced to. Kate Kapp says, watching you, sis, thank you so much. Kafri says, what is Joyce's phone number? We'll find it. Cletus Kabunda, Mao's Sampa resigned before you polluted with this corrupt government. Definitely. What is being mined there? Gold. We have gold in Zambia. Gold. And Zambia is poor. Lucy says, no, she failed. She doesn't deserve to be called a mother. I'm surprised. What type of a mother is she? Wicked woman. Give thanks. Says Zambia and Nigeria presidents are the same. Just figured. Yes. MC says this is sad news. Herbie Jerome says it's up to the people now. Java S says let them stop. Natasha says the most shocking comments came from the Labour minister herself. I'm shocked. I was shocked. The Labour minister. You will reap what you're sowing. I'm telling you, come next year, you will reap what you're sowing. You will regret your words. It's not nice for you to talk like that because you think you're in power all the time. You will never be in power all the time. You will grow old, my sister. Or is it mother? Michael Mtonga says the mayor has just been pressured to apologize because he couldn't even read the speech very well. It was not his wish. For me, I wish he resigned. I wish he just stepped down. I wish and reserved his dignity. But it seems maybe they've threatened his life, his family. They've threatened a lot of things. Threatened to possess his land. You never know. Africa for you. We are slaves in our own nations. MC Esther says they can leave Zambia. We will be fine. Definitely. Good. Let the Chinese stop doing business in Zambia. Oh, Fitzpatrick says watching from Chilawombwe, Zambia colony. Yes. Emma Nyirenda says the Chinese own the casinos. Yes, they do. And that's why the president gave a speech. And to be honest, I remember even saying in my video, I said, that's really daft. Because I didn't see the essence of opening the casinos. I didn't see the cleverness in opening casinos. And I wondered, because I didn't even know that the casinos were owned by the Chinese until somebody commented They're like, no, the reason why he's opened the casinos is because they are operated by the Chinese. I was like, no wonder. Okay. Eva, hi Eva, my sister. Good to see you. Eva is amazing, very lovely sister. Watching from London. Good to see you. Jamo says, let them stop doing business in Zambia. I wish they would do the same in Kenya. Emma says they don't care about the people of Zambia. Kafri says it is time for the people of Zambia and Africans to practice economic distancing. Definitely. Ruben says just home. I have not missed a lot. Hope I have not missed a lot. You have. You have missed 50 minutes. Lucy says he must be buried in China when he dies. Let's see if he's going to be on the menu. Because the Chinese people eat everything. Huh? MC Esther says the Chinese have paid Lungu. I mean, you can see from the smiles, isn't it? Motale says, I don't know what I can say our Zambia. Liz Talmon says, please. Kafri says, what is the number for the labor minister? I'll put it on the community tab for you. I'll get it. It just takes me a second to call someone and I'll find it. The Chinese have paid Lungu. Okay, don't forget to smash the thumbs up. There's 200 of you. Plus, please smash the thumbs up. Harold Mutohuva. These people aren't investors. A Chinese barber in Zambia and a restaurant owner aren't investors. They only hire Chinese immigrants. No need these people in Africa anymore. Honestly, why would the Chinese have a restaurant and a barber shop in Zambia if they're an investor? After all, Africans or any other people from any other country cannot even migrate to China. You won't even be given China papers. Even if your child is African but born in China, they don't get Chinese nationality or anything like that. So, or Chinese passport. So why are we allowing the Chinese people to take over businesses like that? And now they're even marrying our young girls as well. Apparently, some parents are even preparing their children for the Chinese. Somebody commented on our live stream a few days ago. Harold says they are not investors. Amte PC says he is being pushed by his third world country for doing his job. Pathetic. Leonard Wamunyema, good to see you. It's sad. It shows lack of integrity on his part. Yes. Bowman has done worse to his own people and he has never had to apologize. That's true. Lungu was paid. MC. Zambians, please stand up for yourselves. That's a message from Eva. Herbie Jerome says the government failed. Zambians must arise. They have failed, lamentably. They have failed. You see, even when people were having hope, like, okay, maybe we will try and give them a chance, what they have done is just making them failures. And definitely, I don't think anybody will want them in office. There is no doubt that Labour Minister has interest in the Chinese and obviously on Chinese pay. Labour Minister, pathetic woman, pathetic, disgusted by her actions. From what she did to Mika Mambazi a few years ago, almost put this girl to prison just because she witnessed racism and she protested on Facebook. And this woman was like, she's she's alarming people on social media. What is she even doing as a Labour Minister? Wicked woman, that one. Very wicked. Virginia Chamber says they put words in his mouth. Definitely. Lady says, I love Zambian. It's like my second home. I'm from Malawi. Oh, wow. Wow, good to see you. As Wellness, SES Wellness says, where is the hope for Zambian youth? The rug is being pulled from under the feet. They will have nothing. Naveen says, I am very disappointed as an African. Me too. Yeah, we will find a number for the Labour Minister, don't worry. Liengo Shadi says, Lungu is careful for the people of Zambia. We vote him out. Definitely he needs to go. Tepisi says, watching from London, good to see you. F.I. Bola is it Fibola? I think the minister's numbers can be found on the parliament website. Oh yes, they can. Lucy Lady says she has to be removed and take care of the grandchildren. That's what she's qualified for. Kaba, yeah, says diaspora must return and we must get all foreigners out. Me, I'm returning definitely to my country. Mandy says it's so sad to see our country going down like this. Titia says SAMPA is the right candidate for presidency in 2021. We must support him. Naveen says Zambians fight for your rights. Face the government. Yes, Zambians need to fight for their rights and face the government. I mean, the thing is, in Zambia, we have what you call cadres, and the cadres are very dangerous. These are people who fight for the government to be in power or whatever political party. And their method of fighting is violence. I shared a video on my YouTube channel of the opposition leader, Hakainde Hichilema, that went for a radio interview. He paid for a radio program, but he was doing it over the phone because I think he knew he wouldn't be safe going in the radio station itself. So they did like a telephone interview, but then it was aired on radio live. And you won't believe that these cadres just stormed in a radio station. And they were like, stop the program. I'm like, in Zambia? You are asking someone who has paid with their money to be on radio. And this person is not talking anything violent, but he's just talking about what is happening in Zambia. He's not happy about what is happening in Zambia. And then they asked the presenter to stop it. And I liked the presenter. He said, who are you to tell me to stop? Get out of my office. And these are illiterates, grade 7, grade 2s, who don't even speak English, who don't even have an education to their name. These are the people who are fighting for a political party to be in power. And you know what they do? When the minister or whoever is put in position, they can go any day to their door. I need money. You must remove it because they campaigned for you. That's another job description available in Zambia. That's another job that Zambian youths aspire to become. Some Zambian youths aspire to become a cadre. A Zambian lady was lamenting on Facebook how the son had said, when I grow up, I want to be a cadre. Because now it is a career. People even have it as a career because they get paid. They get paid like handsomely. We're talking about 50,000 kwacha and above, like $5,000 and above. So they do it as a career. Okay. As SC Wellness says, it's like the government likes slavery and colonialism. Why don't they just go to these foreign countries and be slaves there and leave the people alone to grow? Kafi, I can't read that word. And if you're a moderator, if you can, Kafi, if you can retract that word because we don't want YouTube to do something about this live stream. If you can remove that word, Kafi. Esther Kennedy says, African leaders are taking advantage of us. Yes. Hi, Esther MM. Esther says, hello, Africa. Good to see you. Gemma Teke says, I'm annoyed. It's Mutams. Kafi, please don't use that word. We don't want problems with YouTube. Abdi says, when Chinese were caught red-handed in the barber shop, they said they were cutting their brother's hair. The shop is closed, so they want to give some more official channels. Yeah, you see, this is what has happened in Zambia. For those of you who are not aware, there's a video, I'll share it on this live stream or on my community tab, where I talk about a television company called Prime TV that was shut down. Anybody that is trying to speak the truth about the government and what is happening, they are shut down, you see. So, Mao Sampa acting the way he's acted, they have shut him down. So now, Prime TV, they were airing all sorts of programs. They were bringing in the opposition leaders to talk about this, talk about that, and they suspended their license. Actually, their business has been terminated. The issue is still in court. So any form of exposure, they are trying by all means. And for me, it just shows how wicked people are. And for me, it also shows that whatever Sia One has said, there's a prophet called Sia One that says he gave people powers and do as I say. The thing is, nobody has fought Sia One to say, I did not collect power from Sia One except Bowman. Only Bowman Lusambo has had the balls to stand and say, I did not collect power from him. The rest, they are quiet. And Sia One has shown some evidence of the people who've been to see him, went to his church. And when you see people act like this, it's anybody who is spiritual can tell that it's people who have touched in evil powers that behave like that. Because anybody who has a godly power, who's God-fearing, will not treat their people in that way. It's evidence that that seat is hot. So people do anything in order for them to be on that seat. They go and touch any spiritual power. If we check, you will see that spiritually, they are covered with some deities somewhere. They are under covenants somewhere. Because they want to be in power. They are thirsty. They are hungry for this power. Esther Kennedy says they need to understand what we want. Rebecca says, Gelwapa Zeri. Michael Ngabwe says, what can we do to remove a labor minister and mine minister? Yes, mine minister, Musukwa. Musukwa needs to be out. That guy is a thief. A pure thief. If you've heard the audio, this guy has been stealing our minds. Trust me, stealing gold from our minds. That guy is a thief. Musukwa is a thief. David Charles Banda is a thief. Joyce Nonde, horrible woman. These three, they are evil people in our government. You see, our president can be a good man, but he's surrounded by very deadly people, very evil people that don't even think of the good things about Zambian people. So, Musukwa, he needs to go as well. How can a minister go to a Chinese plant and then claim on TV that they are comfortable? I wept in that video. What is this? You even visited the plant and said everybody is comfortable? Pathetic. Evil. Very evil. If somebody is a friend of my Facebook, go and share this link again on all posts to say I am live. Okay. Michael Ngabwe says, what can we do to remove the labor minister and the mines minister? Vote them out. Please, Lily, find a way to remove these people. They are already becoming unpopular. I've never come on my YouTube channel to talk about politics or anything. But when I see my people being mistreated, I have to talk about it. I can't just shut up. I'm not a selfish person. When I see people are not happy, they're not comfortable, and being a qualified social worker myself, I know how governments, like say in the UK, they make sure that the welfare of their people is paramount. You know, we use state money to feed these people. Where is the benefits from Zambia that can even feed people who are hungry right now? Now, prostitution in Zambia is like the norm now. It's okay to be a prostitute in Zambia. It's okay. It's okay. Because there's nobody who's going to give you a job. So the same ministers are so wicked that they even use our young women as prostitutes for their own benefit because they have money with their fat bellies and ugly faces. Gosh, African leaders are pathetic, horrible and evil people. It's only people who have touched into some demonic powers that behave like that. Honestly, very evil. Okay, Esther why apologize for what? He did not do anything wrong. What is wrong with the Zambian government? Sure. Mario Thomas says African leaders don't have guts to resign. Yeah, how will he resign? That's what feeds him. Paula Lewis says, yes, step down. That pandemic whipping was so shameful. Mohammed Kamara says, damn, I thought our government is in Sierra Leone was really bad, but Zambia seems to be on a whole new other level of destruction. Zambia is a very poor country because of selfish leaders. Zambia is now on the top 5 most corrupt countries in Africa. They are now in the league of Nigeria, Zambia. Why? Because they will go and collect our mukwa trees, and pretend that we are not allowed to cut them, and they are selling. It took the BBC was willing to expose the Zambian government. When the president said he did not allow, gay rights, there's an issue. I'm sure you've seen some BBC trending at the moment. The president has even pardoned the gay couple in Zambia that was found. And now, previously, the American ambassador to Zambia, he was contesting, why are you punishing these people for, life in prison and blah, blah, blah. And the president was like, no, we are a Christian nation. We don't allow such. I'm like, oh, okay. And then BBC just, boom, dropped the bombshell. Corruption. It's now top 5 corrupt country in Africa. Zambia is there. Very corrupt. Why? Because of the leaders who are in place. Whoever is in power. You have made Zambia a corrupt place. Very corrupt. Dealing with the Chinese. Corrupt. Dealing with gold. Dealing with whatever. Very corrupt. And now, First Quantum wants Zambian government to buy off their shares. They want to buy them off and say, we don't want to deal with you, because I think they don't like the way they deal. And First Quantum, I like the way they treat their workers. They do 8-hour shift, morning till 2 p.m. Then the next shift, they start from 2 p.m. to night. They swap like that. And there's transport. They give them food. They give them medical care. The Chinese don't even do that. That's what we're talking about. If you are an investor, and my cousin is just a miner, I think he gets about 5,000 kwacha or so. They get good money. On top of that, they get free lunch and transport. Meaning they save at least, because they're not paying for transport. And then they get even medical care as well. It's part of their package. And then you have these Chinese people treating people anyhow, and you even stand for them. If you stand for a foreigner, hey, you are strange. Very strange people. Okay, Nyota says the Makeni massacres are being linked to the statements and the actions of the mayor. No. It has happened before. The Chinese people have been dealt with before by some people way before because of mistreatment. It has happened before. It's nothing to do with the mayor's actions. No. They're just trying to link him to what it was just already meant to happen. It was already meant to happen. There's even a Chinese scandal. I think other places where they even burnt the car or something like that. People watch news. They watch Facebook. All these things are there on Facebook. They know that the Chinese, other places, they are treated even worse than the way we are treated in Zambia. In Zambia, they are respected. In other places, I think some people have even commented on my channel that if it was in this country, we would do this and this and that. Obviously, I can't say it on YouTube. But people even say it, that in their countries, this is what they did to the Chinese, and the Chinese have respected them. They don't even mistreat their people. You understand? So it's not because of the mayor. It's a lie. The mayor has nothing to do with that. The mayor did not cause any violence. He simply said people should behave themselves. They shouldn't disrespect our Zambian people. That's it. That's all he said. Mr. Double says Chinese must go. Oh, it's cold here. My nose now. Cletus Kawunda says good leader in wrong government. Yeah, but he must go. Baba Yawo says don't give up. Keep informing us. The mayor made a statement and history will vindicate him. Exactly. History will vindicate him because we know already that he was doing the right thing. Leando, where are you watching us from? Mario, African leaders don't have the guts to resign money. Emma says, these Chinese bribe ministers with suitcases of money. Yeah. Florence Wood, out with all the corrupt leaders, they are evil, very evil. Xavier says, why apologizing, Mr. SAMPA? Stand firm. Rebecca says, African time has come for our eyes to be open. Like they've told us lies, it's enough. Enough is enough. Okay. And then Emma says, ECL I used to think ECL was a God-fearing man. Lie. He's not. He gave his daughter money to acquire 48 houses. So those 48 houses are for his daughter? I heard it is alleged that he is not even a Christian. Apparently, he's a Muslim. It is alleged that he pretends to be a Christian, but he's a Muslim. I don't know how true that is, but that's what I heard. Okay, Ave says, so bad to do that. Yeah, very bad. Using social media will make a change in Zambia. Yes. Oh, wow. We're still behind on the readings. Mr. Mao SAMPA for presidency 2021, says Titia. Lucy says, oh yes, my sister, we limit God. I was talking about how Mao SAMPA should have just taken a step to resign. He has limited God. And then Mary says, Mao's hands are tight for now. He obviously thought of where his income would come from if he resigned. Otherwise, I saw pain in his voice in the statement when he was reading the statement of apology. You know, the thing is, they can even freeze his accounts. That's the thing. Those are the type of people we're dealing with. There's a man from Zambia. He lives in the UK. His name is Mr. Chira. He's an engineer. The late president convinced him to come to Zambia. And when he was in Zambia, he was, working with some people, and they wanted him to do some corrupt deal whereby he was going to get a lot of money and they were going to get a lot of money. So he refused. And what did they do? They framed him. There are people who are deadly in government, I'm telling you. And this is somebody who denounced his British passport. That was the most silly decision he ever made, honestly. He's my dad, but I had that mistake. I'll never make such a mistake. He denounced his British passport, and then his wife even got sick of cancer. He was stuck in Zambia for a long time. But now he's back, thank God, finally. But they treated him really badly. They made him look like he's a corrupt person. He just wanted to they can really paint you black, these people. Really black. That's the type of evil they have, our African leaders and whoever is in government. Okay, Chipolopole said, we still clap for him. Yes, we're still clapping for Mao SAMPA. Obviously, he did the best that he did. Like Chipolopolo says, he must have been under orders. Emma Nyerenda says, Mao, separate yourself from these evil masters. Florence says, start a new Zambia. Yeshaya says, it's clear that Zambians don't have a Zambian president in their own country. It's the Chinese who have a Zambian president ruling Zambia. Get rid of him. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. We will get rid of him. Definitely. And I'll make sure I vote next year. I've never voted in a long time. Lily says, why did he agree to apologize? I don't even know. Please, guys, there's 118 likes. We are 220. Please like. Hey, Luasi. ECL Akkad says, Edgar Chagwalungu is a God-fearing man. Ruben says, and the press is quiet when the ministers are messing up. If the president does not talk, rest assured he lost my vote. Why would you even vote for him next year? My brother. Haven't you opened your eyes from doers? I say power. And shall I say yes? The bossman says, hold up. Lily says, this is shameful and disheartening. Bossman says, Mao's apologized for what? Mao's apologized for going to Chinese restaurant and going to the barber shop and going to the Simona cement plant. According to the statement, which I was planning to read, but the network here is messing me up. He says he wasn't supposed to go there. He needed to ask for permission and guidance. Africa for you. Okay, Michael Ngabwe says our president has failed. Let him just go. We don't need him. Yes, he has failed, lamentably. Titia Ziopa says Lungu is having a last walk on those red carpets. No respect for the majority of the people who put him in that position. Fantastic says the Liberian law. So Fantastic TV is a Liberian. She says the Liberian law, only a person of black descent can buy or own land, become citizens. Chinese can never try the stupidness in my... Did you hear that? This is in Africa, in Liberia. A Chinese or any foreigner cannot own land in Liberia. The same Africa. But in Zambia, the Chinese are owning hectares of land. British people are owning 4,000 hectares of land in our country. Did you hear that? Only a Liberian by descent or a black can own land in Liberia, in the same Africa. So what is the difference between us and the Liberians? It just shows you that some people don't care. That's why they're selling our country. Please share the stream on Facebook so that people who want to comment can come and comment here. Because you know what happens on Facebook. Sia1's videos used to be put down. I don't want my video to be put down. Lily Shack says, we are so proud of him. Yes, we are. Amazing man. The boss man says, China has full control of Zambia. Definitely. That is why the president can make a statement and say casinos should open and clubs. Do we need clubs to be open this time? Well, and restaurants. Okay, Natasha says, I just hope China will not interfere in our elections come 2021. They won't do anything. We will not sit down and wait for... I mean, if everybody... How can you even rig? What type of rigging will you do if everybody is not voting for you? As Sia1 says, I will say Sia1 because he said it, that if they win the elections next year, he will stop preaching. So we have a promise for Sia1 that he will stop preaching. So who would want to see Sia1 stop preaching? Me. So let's see if they will win the elections. Sia1. It's so funny. Okay. So Bibi is Glory says, you haven't done no wrong, Mr. Mouse Sampa. No, he didn't do anything wrong. Honestly, he didn't. Oh, wow. 246 people. We need more thumbs up. Martha, why did Mouse Sampa apologize? He apologized for going to the restaurant and the barber shop. Apparently, he needed to seek permission. Hereby, Jerome says, don't rely on the government. The power is in the people. Definitely. Martha Lubasi says, was his job threatened? The postman says, Lungu needs to go. We don't need to wait for the election. So let me read through the, lots of comments. Liango says, keep it up, Lily. I'm working from Zambia. Thank you so much. Postman, don't even wait for elections. Okay. BDB says, we are proud of you from West Africa, the black African in the diaspora. That is why we do not allow the West and the Chinese to take over West Africa. Only East and Southern Africa, this will happen. You see, in West Africa, they're not allowing some nonsense. Sister, don't praise Sia1, he's demonic. No, we're not praising him, but because he keeps saying those things about the government. So it's funny. Rachel Zeden says, Lily, this is infuriating. It's about time people start calling their bluff. They threaten to take their investment away. Let them go and take the investments where they have to go. They will not leave. They won't even leave. Don't mind them. Okay, the opposition should unite. Natasha says, Fabakari says the greed of few leads to the poverty of man. Definitely, that's what happens. Rebecca says, in fact, I think these leaders are into witchcraft. Yes, they are. This is a great point from Bossman who says, don't forget Plo Lumumba is not allowed in Zambia because he criticizes the Chinese. Now it makes sense. What it is if you criticize the Chinese, they will stop you from entering Zambia. There's a somebody I know who was trying to win a contract, and because she was fighting against the Chinese, they even blacklisted their names at the border. These are Zambians. That's how much China is controlling Zambia. They will stop you at the border. It's crazy. Eukarya Peme says, we are tired of this man without a vision. Let him step down, please. Lungu must go. Lily says, Zambia helped us to be free from colonialism. Zambia, we are looking up to you. Please do not disappoint us. Lily, where are you from? Malawi, I think. Rachel says, Lungu is an embarrassment. Where is his law degree from? He hasn't asked for an apology for his own country people. Then you do this to the mayor who was voted in. Clayton says, true speaking, my sister. Isaac Zulu says, president is something else. Yeah, the president is something else. Pathetic, honestly. Embarrassing man, says Rachel. Nandi says, the problem is that we discuss but never get up to fight the government. The democracy thing doesn't work for us. We need to unite as black people. And that's why we will vote now. That's why we are talking, so that we vote. Lily, we don't want to obey no laws. They need to leave Africa. Chipolopolo says, get opposite, get opposite, get opposite. Thank you so much. Rabionda says, we are shocked. In fact, I just finished recording my video. And then my phone was notifications, tags. What's going on? SAMPA apologizing. Why? Henry says, embarrassing. Yes, very embarrassing. Rachel says, this is why people start to use mob justice and juju. Okay. Rabbi Onda says, as a Zambian, I'm disappointed with a new turn of event. Very disappointed. Mwenya says, as Jagaban, we are on another level. Happy this governance in Zambia. We need change. This is corrupt government I've never seen on the earth. It's very corrupt. I think we should be number 2 in Africa. Lily says, please ask Kaunda's advice. He is still alive. He is the father to us Mozambicans. Oh, you're from Mozambique. Wow. Mr. Chongo says, all Zambia independent from British colonizers for Chinese. I am ashamed to be called Zambian today. Raymond says, watching from Zambia, good to see you. Raymond is saying, very good, very true, my mentor. Thank you so much. Nchimunya says, too bad for SAMPA. Eva Williams says, unbelievable. Martha, you are still asking about why he apologized. Rabionda says, I think Zambia has been colonized by the Chinese. Yes, it has. Vana Muluku says, that's the reason why some of us are coming back next year to vote. PF must go from China. Yes, definitely voting. I'm collecting my voter's card. Tale mamwe, meaning we are tired. Explain what happened to him for him to apologize. Elasto Wupe, just because there's videos on my YouTube channel, by the way. So I think you better watch the videos on my YouTube channel because we don't want to keep the stream so long and dragging. But just because the mayor of Lusaka attended to the Chinese restaurant and closed it down, the barber shop and closed it down, and the cement plant, and told them they shouldn't behave the way they're behaving, and called them Chinaman and said the virus came from Wuhan. And then that Joyce Nonde was saying she wasn't happy that he said the virus came from Wuhan. She's happy the way he answered, the Chinaman answered. Idiot! That's what she is. Honestly, I don't even care now. Because she's a pathetic liar and a Chinese bootlicker. Yeshaya says, you never know in the society where the heads are corrupt. You might find none corrupted. That person's life and job might be at stake, but I wish the mayor would have died with his dignity. Yes. The postman says, Lily, you must run for office. Yes, and I'll be the president of Zambia. Amen. Yes. Those greedy leaders, money won't bury you. Think about it. Florence says that. That's a powerful word, Florence. Lucy says, their days are numbered. Day 40 will come. It will. Justin Mulanda says, I'm really disappointed with this government. Do these leaders in PF think that with their brains, God has rejected them for us, they will be destroyed? I can't wait for next year. Please, guys, vote wisely. You know, I would never really come on my YouTube channel and say, vote, do this and this. But you know, when you see people who are not thinking about you, there's no need for them to be in office. Joyce Nonde is a pathetic woman, pathetic, that doesn't care about the welfare of the Zambians and where they work. She has not even put a minimum wage. I don't even know what she does in her office. I think she just warms the seats there. She condemned Mao SAMPA for helping Zambian citizens that were hijacked. It is a criminal offense against anyone's human right to be kept without their consent or permission, and threatening them that they will lose their job. That is like kidnapping them. And you have the audacity to even condemn the job of the mayor. You are a disgrace to women. Trust me. A huge disgrace. SAMPA must have apologized under duress. Yes, under pressure. Liz Thomas says, please guys, don't forget to smash the thumbs up. 144 likes, please. There's 217 of you. Mr. Chongo says, Lily, if it's to die, let's die for what is right. Don't fear, fellow youths. Let's fight for our birthright. Yes, we will. We will. Chambo says, why did SAMPA apologize? Oh, he was under pressure. Under pressure. Natasha says, he has built a shopping mall. Yes, the president of Zambia has a shopping mall in Uganda and a child in Swaziland. Yeah, so if you think he's a holier than thou, it's you that thinks that he's holy. No holiness there, trust me. Rabbi Yonda says Chinese have continued mistreating Zambians. There's a child in Swaziland there. There's a baby. I think the child is even grown now. The president's child. BDB 20 says we do not allow white people and Chinese rule us in West Africa like they do. We lead the way ourselves. Okay, you lead the way ourselves. Yes. Yeah, the president has a shopping mall in Uganda, and you think they don't have money. They have money. They're building shopping malls, putting banks in Switzerland. It's there. Those who live, they'll tell you. Is it Uganda or Nigeria? It's there. Africa Renaissance now. Naveen says, please, Siawan, make sure that you get back your do as I say power from them before next elections. This must go. This has gone too far. I don't know why somebody would even be surprised if they can buy fire trucks for $1 million each. That $1 million each they shared. There's an audio on my YouTube channel where they are talking about the gold. They are sharing our gold. Shopping mall is nothing. They'll build. Okay, Nandi says, even the things that are being revealed, the problem is, the people. Siawan is not evil. Lucy says Siawan is not evil. Lucy says she knows how much people getting paid, but she is heartless woman. Zambians, let's stand up for what is ours. If we die, we will really die. Martha says that. Godfrey Walia says, we together, madam, continue to speak about Zambia leaders. Those PF are thieves. Thieves with a big T. In fact, in capital letters. Robionda says this is evil. Bang Bang says, we the people must free ourselves. Yes, Martha, write that book, When Shall Zambia Be Free? It's a nice title, yes. Ray Bionda says, please continue speaking. Sheila Tembo says, what a mockery, what a mockery of democracy. Zambia is in a debt trap. You need to talk about this. Yes, they are. They are now in a debt of $11 billion. We did a live stream 2 days ago. The one about the gold. I think I did another live stream. The one where the president is with the Chinese people. That one we talked about the debt. I was reading articles here, and it was very interesting to discover that Zambia owes $11 billion. Okay, Mr. Chongo says we are not free. Fantastic TV from Liberia says Zambians need to do a nationwide protest. Justin Molanda says Siawan's words have come true. Total confusion in government. Goldmoon says it's time for the citizens to sue the government. We had 48 houses in Zambia. We don't even know the owner that were built. Up to now, we don't know the owner. But it seems they were built for the president's daughter. Yes, that's the government we have of today. They are stealing. The president's daughter used to live in America with a mother, and the president is married to another woman. I believe they don't have a child together. I don't think they have children together. So this girl decided, my father is a president. Let me go back to Zambia. And she was the first daughter of, she's the first daughter. Now the girl is a millionaire. And I believe those 48 houses, they belong to her. I mean, nobody has come forth to say they are the owners of the houses. Those houses are there in Zambia, 48 houses. And the Zambians are suffering. Meanwhile, the president's daughter is chewing the money. That's the government we have right now. Okay, Alice Zulu says Zambia has no leaders. Anyway, time has come for them to start packing. Labour Minister Joyce and Banda Chinaman must be ashamed. What a shame. So Dr. Charles Banda, a shame. Joyce Nonde, a shame. Bossman says stop complaining, making moves. We are making moves, definitely. Actions speak louder than words. That's bang bang. Martha Lubasi says Zambians must boycott all Chinese shops and businesses. Brian Watcher says 2021 is our savior, and 2021 is coming closer because obviously we're already half of the year and very soon we'll be in 2021. And the world is watching because they know that Zambia is corrupt. There's an article and documentary I was watching where they were talking about Zambia being a Chinese colony and, not really Chinese colony, but they were just saying how Zambia relies on China and everything. And they even had the Bank of China image, at the airport. The moment you get to the Zambian airport, you see Bank of China at the airport. It greets you. Welcome to Zambia, Bank of China. Then you know that you are in Zambia. And then there's an article as well that I saw on the video. This video, they were celebrating somebody who's just signed up a deal with Zambia about the mines. And the man was like, they discovered that Zambia has mines and they're so happy and proud. But I was scared to share it on my YouTube channel because of copyright issues. But I think I'll try and share it so that you can watch it. It's shocking, right? Very shocking. You'll be surprised how they're even, so you've discovered the mines in Zambia. Oh yes, we're investing in Zambia. I was like, wow. And the Zambians are sleeping without food, and the Zambians are sleeping with flies, and the Zambians are sleeping with no electricity, and the Zambians are hungry, and the Zambians have no proper water, and the Zambians have no proper toilets, and the Zambians have no proper transportation, and the Zambians have no proper food, and the Zambians don't even have injections, and the Zambians don't even have medication, and the Zambians don't even have proper clinics that can look after them, and the Zambians can't even be looked after if they have any terminal illnesses. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. Okay, Aburuman Banda says, it is true, Zambia has now become a Chinese toilet. See you, my sister Abraham from the Copper Belt. Good to see you. Rabionda says, God, please punish the evil leaders in government. We don't need them anymore. The maths teacher says, Maus did not have to apologize. I really feel bad. I felt bad to watch that. It was a bad apology to watch. More likes, please. You're so many of you. My nose is blocked. Gideon Ngoma says, the best thing we can do is to support people like Maus because he made an effort to stand for the people of Zambia. Everyone is going. Cletus says, yes, we will spread it everywhere. Bang Bang says, God is not responsible for what our fathers do to us. Oh, Beth Akawe, how are you? Beth Akawe, she says, we now know that China has total control of Zambia. Definitely. Okay, where are we? Where are we? BDB says not even the Chinese president responded to the concern of our black brothers and sisters when they were kicked out and beaten on the streets of Guangzhou. They never apologized, not even once. Shaking my head. Bosman says if you think like a victim, you will be like a victim. Start planning to make moves. Yes, we'll be in leadership in Zambia. Just wait. Mwila Mutondo says Zambians, we are in trouble by this government. Yes, we are. BDB 2020 says, my respects to the great Robert Mugabe who kicked out the British out of Zimbabwe. Zambians have to take example from Zimbabwe. Naveen says, this is too much. Pathias Musumali says, that's the reason why I stick to myself only. Jesus is my leader, not these dumb people. They are just after money. Wadamaya! Oh, Wadamaya, what to come? Oh, Wadamaya is in said he was forced to apologize, which is so disrespectful. Oh. Can you imagine? Travis James says, Bobo, I am Jamaican living in the UK. To hell with the China man. Get them out. Thank you so much, Travis. Mr. Chongo CH says African governments are quick to defend the exploiters, but Chinese until now no one have released a statement on racism. Sad, it is painful. Yeah. The bossman says get off the damn internet and take control of your country. Yes, we are there. Don't worry. Okay, so many comments. Thank you so much for coming to this live stream. Shebi saying, why should Miles apologize when the whole country was behind him? So NY says, I am African, living in the US and studying in Europe. A foreign national can only work in areas where nationals are not available. That's it. That's the truth. Where there's a shortage, that's where you can work. Hi, Esha. Hello, watching from Jamaica. What will it take for Zambian people to wake up? Esha, I don't know. My brother, we have tried. Joseph Opong says, too much talking, we need action. Martha says, our leaders have no moral fiber. No for moral fiber, no backbone. Joko says, who is really running Zambia? China. It's China. That's it. It's China. There's nothing else we can say except it's China. We should even accept that we are run by China. George Appiah says, our leaders are weak. They love being in power than their dignity. If he is white, he will resign. A British MP was with his girlfriend during this quarantine because there's a lockdown. And because they're not family members, you're not allowed. He resigned because he was caught. Just to preserve his dignity. You know, he didn't apologize, but he resigned. Oh, I've made a mistake. Let me resign. But ours will not resign. Natasha says, the Hong Kong Chinese must leave Zambia. You are not welcome, stupid Ara people. I feel sorry for the mayor. Yeah, that's Naveen. It's very sad. Clotta says, I'm so proud to be black because I'm in the likeness of our creator. Too much wisdom in us. It is high time we use it like our mama Lily. Thank you so much. Have Chinyama says, that Chinese who called a Zambian guy a foreigner, did he apologize? What kind of government is this? Watching from Chilila Wombwe. Shocking. Zambian leaders have no integrity. Chinese run Zambia. That's Gideon Ngoma. Martha says Zambian leaders have no integrity. David Wale says, I hope they are watching this video. Yes, they watch. They are watching, and I want Joyce Nondo to watch the video. She must step down. Period. That lady needs to step down. Moyo Clever says the Labour Minister is wicked. watching from Iran. Very wicked woman. Dorothy Njobesha in Zimbabwe, salon and barber shop are from Zimbabwe. Did you hear that? Even in Zimbabwe that, the economy hasn't been so good with what went on. The barber shop and salons in Zimbabwe are owned by Zimbabweans. But in Zambia, a barber shop is owned by a Chinese. Hey. Leah says she is a witch. Yes, she is. Imbula says, is there a vice president in Zambia? She is there. She's a woman. Powerless old woman. Old. I think she's 70. Very old woman. That's our vice. Meanwhile, our other African countries, they have young blood. Very old. Very old. What can she say? She's a grandmother, great-grandmother, weak. Mary says, it would be interesting to know what UNZA is doing about this. UNZA students had gone to protest before at Parliament before. They were given the permission and everything, and then when they got there, they were sent back. So it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Bang Bang says, a little fire burns a great deal of corn. Now I want to eat popcorn, and I can smell popcorn in the house. Vin Muhango, Lungu and his party have failed, and they total disgrace. They are failures. They have failed. Total failure. Zambians, let's be brave. Of course, we'll be brave. Georgia Pia says, our leaders are weak. They love being in power than their dignity. Definitely. Hi, Christine. MC says, I need the number for the labor minister. Blessing Okpiga says, Lily, I told you before it was a setup. Nigerian man says, shine your eyes. Even the next election has been decided by China. Well, Moya says, I'm very disappointed. Jojo Cole 64 says, stop incoming apartheid Zambia. The game plan is to bring in 500 million Chinese in the coming years across the African continent. Wow. The problem with us Zambians is we don't speak out. Life of BM says, if we let it, this is only the beginning of the loss of our freedom of speech. Yeah. Nelao watching from Namibia. Good to see you. Pearl says, from a coup and chase them out. Oh, from a coup. My sister. We'll do things the right way. Don't worry. Charles Allen says, I support your live chat. Thank you so much. Leah says, Imitikula Eshena Nempanga. Like, you need to translate that. I've forgotten. Jay Mateke says, Lily, please, in preparation for 2021, let's talk about the voters registration. We need all and a lot young people to vote in large numbers. I'll do a Facebook live stream on that because that's where I'll have 10,000 people watching me. Martha Kanyamba, all the heads of states in Africa, they are old cargo. A majority of them are not educated. Andrew Katuta says, I missed you. Thank you so much. Now says, they are thieves. They should be removed. Yes, they are thieves. Okay. KJ and Zara, I'm about to finish now. We have also heard that the health minister has cases to answer for corruption. That is why he was even tested positive. Please, Lily, we need more information on that. I'll tell you why he has tested positive to coronavirus. He doesn't have any corruption cases. It's because of something that they wanted to do, him and Dora Salia. And I'll tell you in the next live stream. Okay, because I have the full data on that. So thank you so much, guys. It's a girl, Lela Matams, also known as Global. There's so many comments. Salome says, well done, Lily. Keep it up. You're opening many people's eyes. These guys are killing our economy. Oh, so many comments. So many comments. I can't finish reading all these. Sis, they are slowly trying communism here. That's why they are replacing the NRC this week so that we prepare in 2021. That's Toma Ida Zulu. They're replacing the NRC. Wow. Yeah. Elvis says, I'm tired of this African Lily. Where did we come from? Wanna go back. Benjamin says, my dear, I'm from Kenya. And I see this happening in Africa. I do support you. Tell them so that they can understand that. Ali says, China want to pull all African countries, a leader whom they will control from Beijing. And even the speech from China is to stop African countries. Wow. Wow. Hachitua says, Lily has data. Me, I have data or data. Hey. Don't you? That's when somebody's saying like, oh, Lily, be careful. And something. Do you know how connected I am? You. Don't worry. Peace Peter says, what is the AU saying about these puppets? Emma, the 48 houses will do a live stream on another day. Benjamin says, how can these Chinese come all the way to Africa to roast maize in the streets? Shocking. And to farm tomatoes. African paparazzi says, Zambians are sleepy. Nothing will ever change at the moment. Not even HH can liberate us. I've said this before. That Bali cannot liberate us. Timmy says, Mouse for president. Why don't we vote for such people who have a heart for people? Princess Madame Lily, you're the only hope we have. What you're doing means a lot to us Zambians. Keep exposing them. So many comments. Everyone on this platform is a champion for change. Use your frustrations to demand change. That's Tresh from Pondo from Sweden, I believe. Yeah, Sweden. Live laugh. 48 houses is for another conversation. It's for another day. Okay, Big Gun, how are you? Big one, is it Big Gun? If Zambians don't step out and vote very soon, they will not be able to know where the CCP is going to maintain the democratic colony when they are communists. Thank you so much for joining this live stream. It's a girl, Lila Matams, also known as Global Z. I just wanted to express what's going on. Our only hope, Mao SAMPA, has been forced to apologize by the Zambian government. It's a shame and it is a disgrace that we can't have a young leader like Mao SAMPA to do what he did. In my opinion, Mao SAMPA was right to tell off the Chinese not to discriminate against our Zambian people. But him being told to apologize is embarrassing. So until next time, I will see you on my YouTube channel. Benjamin Smith says, thanks for the fire, Lily, we need it. Thank you so much. It's a girl, Lila Matams, also known as Gelo Wapazed. Take care, guys.